Shalom. I'd like to start by saying Kal Halal Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the Apostle of the Great Millstone and to the hopeful elect pushing his word and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. So today, I want to talk about, sobering up from this world that we're in. Being in the truth and being in the world. Every brother has been through. Well, I'm assuming, but every brother has been through, times where they drink, they consume alcohol, and then, whether you had too much to know what your limit is, and you threw up the trunk because your body's like drinking all this alcohol, and it's too much for it. So obviously, if there's too much of what your body doesn't need, it's going to try and get rid of it, which is by vomiting. Right? You vomit, you puke, whatever. Pick it up, you feel better. The next day, you're hungover, right? And you're trying to sober up. So sobering up, you either start drinking a lot of water, a lot of fluids, right? Usually it's water, right? Because it purifies and cleanses out the body, and detoxifies the body, right? So the truth, you want to sober up from the world, because the world, Babylon, Babylon, great city of Babylon, if we're talking about America, and how they spread out to all across the earth with they got the whole world drunk off of their wine, right? The dregs of their cup, and in the truth, like when you come in, you are sobering up and you're being purified, from that world, right? From the world, and you get purified by the living waters, right? The word, the truth, right? Scriptures, it purifies your spirit, right? It's living water. It's the same thing when you're carnally, when you're sobering up from alcohol. Right, you have to drink water to purify, detoxify. So, I'm going to go into 1 Peter's, get to the point, 1 Peter's 5 and 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Right, so be sober, be vigilant, as your adversary, the devil. So the devil, when we talk about the devil, we want to talk about the physical reincarnation of the devil, is Esau. So your adversary, the devil, Esau, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. So he's trying to get everybody, right? He's just walking around like a lion, right? A hungry lion walking around. Like who wants it? Who wants it next? You want it. Let's try to get everybody. Right, so he's just trying to get everybody drunk off their wine, right? So if you're in this truth, you have to be very aware of that, right? It could be going to a party. It could be going to the clubs. You shouldn't be going to clubs anyways, but going to the clubs, going to these events, right? Where they're doing out their pagan holidays and pagan worship, right? Trying to get drunk with their wine, celebrate Christmas, celebrate all these holidays and stuff like that, right? So they're walking about seeking whom they may devour. So that's the way to devour you. Right, to get you to celebrate these holidays, go to these parties, Sometimes even it could even throw up a sign that they do, So there's any way, any shape or form, they're gonna try and get you to get drunk off their wine, right, and be drunk like them. Right? They don't want you to be sober and have a clear mind to see what's going on. They want you to be drunk with them and be confused, be in a daze. Also, it says, whom resist steadfast, in verse 9, whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. Right? So, pretty self-explanatory. So, whom resist steadfast. So, whom resist, right? And the only people that can resist are the brothers in the truth, the hopeful elect. In the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. So, knowing that the same afflictions, so the same struggles, the same strifes that you're going through are accomplished, right, in your brethren that are in the world. So all this stuff, so you want to think of it like this, like all the, trials and tribulations that you're going through, same afflictions you're getting, the things are being, what's we're looking for? The same, when you're going through it, right? Your brethren are going through the same thing. Your brothers in the truth are going through the same thing, right? So just understand that you're not alone. So I want to do a precept to that, which is Luke 21:34. Luke 21:34. Okay, Luke 21:34. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. For as a snare, verse 35, for as a snare shall it come on all of them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Right? Verse 36, watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. So, right, start with verse 34, is saying, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting, I could be pronouncing this wrong, if I am, and drunkenness. So surviving in drunkenness. So we're just talking about being sober, right? It says, least at any time your hearts, so take heed, so be very careful, be very aware, so that your hearts are not taken by the drunkenness, right, of this world, right? Stay sober, because Esau is trying to get you at every corner. He's trying to get you drunk. He's trying to get you, he's trying to get you, like, you see like those movies, and you've probably been in bars before. You've seen that sleazebag guy trying to, get that girl drunk, because he knows he gets her drunk, give her a shot here, nice and drunk. He can do what he wants with her, right? That's what, take advantage of it. That's what Esau's trying to do to you. Try to take advantage of you, right? Try to take advantage of your spirit, your soul, your body, your flesh, everything, right? Esau knows no balance. So he's trying to get you drunk, right? Trying to get these holidays, party with them, get drunk, listen to this music that just talks about party, alcohol, drugs, right? They want you to be drunk like everyone else. Be drunk with them. Be wicked with them, right? And drunkenness and cares of this life, so that the day come upon you unawares, right? So you got to be very careful. For as a snare, or as a trap, shall it come on all of them that dwell on the face of the whole earth, right? So if you're not in this truth, and you're not reading the scriptures, you're not praying to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, you're not, it will be a snare to you. Especially if you're not listening to the word that's being preached. The Esau will catch you in his trap if he hasn't caught you already, right? I mean, the only people that are not caught in those traps are the hopeful elect. Watch ye therefore and pray always. So always pray that you may be accounted worthy to escape. So when these missiles come, right, and just cleanse this place. Pray that you are one of the elect, that, Lord willing, that are, taken up in the chariots before this destruction comes, right? So you can stand worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass. So these will come to pass. They're coming pretty soon if you can see what's going on. To stand before the Son of Man, to stand before Yahweh Shai, right? So there's that. So I want to go to the next precept. Osaka, that was it. Actually, that was the point. Oh, actually, there's one more verse, Osaka, brothers. All over the place. Verse 37. And in the daytime he was teaching in the temple, and at night he went out and abode in the mount that is called the Mount of Olives. So in the daytime he was teaching in the temple. So Yahweh Shai was teaching. He was teaching in the temple, right? We just talked about how to stay sober, right? So he was teaching in the temple, and at night he went out. So he went out on the streets, right? Is that what he is doing? Went on the streets, going out at night. Isn't that what what you do at camp? You go out at night, go in the corners, preach, right? went out and abode in the mount that is called the Mount Olive. So that's the point. It's a short video, but I just wanted to make it clear that, you have to be aware of all these traps. Everything's a trap in this wicked society that Esau has bred in. And society's coming down, but at the same time, he's still trying to trap people. It's like, what's the word I'm looking for? If you've watched sports and you see when a team that's been reigning for so long, like Patriots, team that's been reigning for so long, and they know that the team's falling apart, you have players leaving, their whole system's being exposed, right? Right? They're going to do whatever it takes to win. So Esau, he's trying to, like a roaring lion, he's trying to get everybody. He's trying to get everyone. He's at that point now. He's desperate, right? He's trying to get everybody. So be aware. Be aware. Like, you have to have your head on the swivel. You got to be aware of everything, right? You got to be aware because Esau's trying to get you in this trap, right? That's enough about that. So I'm going to close off. I say, Ka Halal Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahshai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to the Apostle of the Great Millstone. Double honors also to the hopeful elect, pushing His word is sincere across four corners of the earth, Slake. Death and destruction to His wicked kingdom, and to the heathens as well, and the 2/3. Ba Kwam Yasharallah, Shalom.